Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Good Vibes Podcast. Today we have a special guest. And this special guest is one of our, or not one, but the youngest of our daughters, Juliette Luna. Julie, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks. This is exciting.
This is exciting?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So Julie's been asking me to be part of the podcast. And before we started this podcast, I asked her, like, okay, are you ready to record? Because this is her spring break week. So this is the only time we have time to actually, do episode number 7 with Julie. And she just, she was nervous. She's like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. I'm like, hey, you asked for it, so let's go for it. So Julie, welcome to our podcast. So how's your day so far?
Pretty good.
All right, we always start off with everyone that joins our that is part of our guest to tell us a little bit something about them. So tell us something about you.
Well,
How old are you? Let's start with that.
I'm 14 and I'm gonna be 15 next month.
Okay. Oh, so you have a big quinceañera coming up.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm a freshman.
Okay. What high school do you go to?
Mountain Ridge.
Mountain Ridge, which is located in Peoria, Arizona.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Yuli, why are you so what were you so excited about having being part of this podcast?
I don't know. I just feel like I'm very entertaining.
You're very entertaining. Okay, so let's see. We have a large audience to entertain, so we really have to have some cool stuff to talk about. Okay. Let's start off with talking about your pets. Let's start with that. We have, how many pets do you have?
2.
Okay. What are their names?
Coconut and Charlie.
Right. And how fun are they?
I love them so much. I don't know. They're the best.
They're the best.
Mm-hmm.
Which is 2 dogs, 2 Frenchies. We had them for a couple of years now, right?
Yeah.
They're a bit of a handful, but the best part is that they're kind of semi-well trained. They listen to what we say. So yeah, Coconut and Charlie are awesome. Now, what about your school? What do you like? Changing from, because you went to the same school from kindergarten all the way to 7th grade, right? And then you did homeschool for 1 year. Then you went to starting freshman in high school, that's where you are right now.
Yeah.
A whole different school, nobody that you knew from your initial school. How was that transition? How did you like that?
I was scared at first, but it was actually fine because like a lot of people started talking to me, and then I just made a bunch of friends.
And a lot of times going into a different environment, it can be scary, right? And you feel like, what if are they gonna like me or not?
Yeah.
And then how do you start a conversation with somebody that you don't even know? And how do you create friends? That's always the scary part. But once you're there and you start like, all right, this is not too bad. You start getting a little more comfortable, right?
Yeah.
Even doing this, right? A podcast, which is just you and I talking, right? Having a normal conversation. You're a little bit uncomfortable because you're gonna be in front of a camera.
Yeah.
Right? Which is nothing to be afraid of. Okay, so you start making created some friends, and during the process of making those friends, did somebody approach you first, or did you approach them first? How was that?
Well, it's kind of a funny story. I think my second period class was health, and my teacher asked, she's like, okay, who comes from like a different school? So I raised my hand, obviously. And she saw me and she's like, oh, what school? And I told her. And then she goes up to everybody and she's like, okay, so Juliette doesn't have any friends, so you guys should all go talk to her. And that's how I made friends.
Well, that's kind of cool that your teacher kind of put you on the spot to have people actually come and reach out to talk to you. So shout out to your teacher. What teacher was this?
Mrs. Olson.
Mrs. Olson. Okay. So a big shout out to Mrs. Olson that kind of pushed people to talk to you, and that's how you were able to make a bunch of friends, right?
Yeah.
All right. So now you've been in 9th grade for 6 months. How is it so far? How are your grades, by the way?
Oh, straight A's.
Straight A's. So that's the cool part about you and Ellie, that you guys always been good. Very very strict about school. Very strict about grades. Very strict about following our routine that Corinne and I have created. Even our dogs,
Yeah.
right? Which is pretty cool. But having straight A's is not that easy, is it?
No, not
No.
really.
Does it require a lot of work?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of studying. And but it kind of tells you the person that you are, how dedicated you are to getting to, not just having A's in school, maintaining them.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. And anybody can get, have a good day, but can you maintain? Anybody can, push to try hard and kind of maintain a kind of level of success. It can be good grades, it can be doing well in their job, business, but maintaining it is the secret to actually achieving bigger things, right?
Yeah.
One of the things that the creator told me when I created this podcast, the Goodbyes podcast, is I'm telling our story about how I started real estate, and Elizabeth was our first daughter, and I never mentioned you
No.
because I didn't get to that point, right? Were you pretty upset because I didn't mention you?
I was very upset. But I know why now, because you wanted me to be a special
Yeah,
guest.
you're gonna be part of our guest, which I'm planning to invite Elizabeth to. It's gonna be fun conversations. Now, being a daughter of a full-time realtor, a business owner, mom and dad, how is that?
It's not bad because like you guys make time for us. So you're not like that kind of person who would just be at work all day and then not talk to us at all.
Yeah, we definitely make time, but then at the same time, during the time that we're hanging out, I might, have to pick up the phone or make a call or send a text, right?
Yeah.
It's all about, just kind of being flexible to not to get upset over the little things, right? Because there's always, in real estate, there's always something to do, a quick conversation, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna be on the phone for hours and hours and hours while we're, hanging out or having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so anything else that you wanna tell us about you? What's your favorite movie?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Oh, come on, tell everybody. I know which movies you like the most.
What do you think I like?
I think you like all the Marvel movies.
Oh yeah. Yeah, all the
Oh,
Marvel movies.
but there has to be one that you're like, all right, this is the one that I like the most.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy. I like what is it, three of them? All three of them? Which one out of the three do you like the most?
I like the first one.
The first one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like the first one too. It's a pretty good movie, even though we watched it like 100 million times. It's funny every time, so it's a cool movie. All right, Yuli, 14 years old, soon to be 15, planning your quinceañera, which if most people knows me and knows Karina and I, they know that we're not a big party throwers kind of people, and you just came out of nowhere like, I want to have a quinceañera like in December, right? And
Yeah.
then 3 months later, 4 months later, here we are planning, trying to finish the last arrangements to have a cool quinceañera, a fun quinceañera. But what was why did you our goal was to have a trip for your quinceañera, not to have a quinceañera, a quinceañera party. What was the reason that you changed your mind?
Well, I wanted a dress, obviously. But then I thought about it and I'm like, I really want to show off a dress like in front of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, might as well just have one because it's gonna be fun. And I like when my family's there with me and
Having everybody.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the best part, having everybody come together, enjoy your quinceañera. It's always fun, even though there's a lot of moving pieces to putting this party together. And it's not cheap either, right?
No.
it's not. But we at the end of the day, it's something that we're gonna have as memories, and we can always look back and be like, you know what? it was worth it. So I'm sure it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
You're only 14 years old. You're a great student, great daughter. Let's go back. Last year, you were a homeschool student, right? You did that for the 1 year. How was that? Like doing school from home?
It was amazing.
Was it? Why was that?
Well, I was able to like wake up at any time. Well, obviously I went to the gym with you guys, but like I got those days where I was able to sleep until like 8 and it was great.
The days that you were waking up with us and going to the gym, what time was that?
4:30.
4:30 in the morning?
Yeah.
No, I mean for you know teenagers around your age, waking up at 4, like I never woke up at 4:30 in the morning to go work out. Like that was like not the thing back when I was growing up.
Yeah.
But then if you were seeing us, getting up and just doing it, was that the one thing that kind of got you going, or why did you decide to join us?
That, and because I thought like, imagine me being able to deadlift like 175 pounds, like that would be awesome.
And how much? What was your deadlift before you started? Like, because I know you haven't gone with us in a while because of school.
Yeah.
But when you were coming with us and consistently, what was your personal record on deadlifting?
I think 180, somewhere close to that.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were getting pretty strong. All right, so you did homeschool for a year. That was amazing. And I mean, the good thing is that you were very self-disciplined, which means that, I mean, we didn't have to be on top of you to make sure that you were doing your part. But what was the reason that you started homeschool?
Well, since we were building our house, you guys thought that by the time our house was going to be built, that we were just going to be able to move over there and I would be able to go to school over there. But our house took forever.
Which is still in the process, right?
Yeah. So, yeah. And then you guys just decided to put me in high school over there instead of sending me to Kellis, which I like. That was a good idea because I made a lot of friends, and most of them are going to my Ginza too.
Oh, that's awesome. So I look forward to meeting most of your friends. And once again, this is a quick episode, number 7 with Juliette Luna. She wanted to be part of it, and I'm thrilled and amazed that you wanted to be here with us. Anybody that is watching, the one thing that your son or daughters will do is what you do, right? You follow the lead of what your parents are doing. So if your parents are consistent with, just having a healthy life, having a good life, more than likely, kids will follow, right? But if you're having nothing but arguments at home or issues at home or just not being happy, then more than likely your kids will follow that lead as well. So you basically teach what you do. It's not necessarily what you say. The actions actually speak louder than the words. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So just give us a normal time frame of your day. So you wake up, 5:30 in the morning, you get ready. You're having breakfast by what time? 7 a.m.? No, 6:30.
6:30, yeah.
Yeah. And then we're taking you to school by 7 a.m. You start school at 7.
7:30.
7:30, I'm sorry. 7:30. You get out by 2. And then come home, do homework, have dinner, watch a little bit TV, go to bed by 8 p.m., right? We go to bed super early, which we like. And then do that all over again almost every day during work, during your school. But the days that you are not in school, what is it that you do?
Well, I sleep in like late. Not super late. I sleep like 8.
Okay.
Then I get up, I eat breakfast, and then I shower, get ready for whatever we're going to do because we always have something to do.
Right. And then when you come to the office, what is it that you do? Because you come in the days that you're not in school, like for example, spring break, right? You have been coming to the school. What is it that you do here at the office?
Well, I start off by making Justin's home of the day posts. And then I usually just help you guys with whatever you need.
And you know, that's the cool part. Like, we're not gonna have you just sit there and go and scroll through your phone for hours, right?
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna put you to work because at the same time you get to learn. You get to learn, you know, how to do social media posts, how to do certain things, and even helping us with our taxes just recently, right?
Yeah.
Putting all the things together. So you know, we kind of teach you how to be self-efficient. So once you get to a point that you needed to do it on your own, you're gonna be more ready than not.
Mm-hmm.
All right. With that being said, Jules, thank you for joining us. Big high five. And till next time, I'll see you guys soon. We'll see ya.